All right, so after making that first video for you, I was then providing, some written instructions in Trello. And the more I thought about your logo, I really like this. I think that we're heading in the right direction, but there's still a big obstacle. Right now, it's text on top of a symbol. It's not one unit yet. And the goal initially is to design a logo that you can design in one color and have it be perfected. And then afterwards, you can then add more colors to it. What do we mean by one color? Well, this logo is designed in black and gray. So we might not say there's much color in black and gray, but that's two different shades or two different colors. And so if you go to, let's say you were to embroider this logo on a shirt, you're going to use, let's say, white thread on a dark shirt. What parts do you embroider? You've just got one color of thread. How do you embroider that? And it's like the compass symbol is in the background, the text is in the foreground, so they're not one unit as a logo. Whereas if there would be a way that we could design your logo to all be one, the most powerful logos that have ever been designed can be designed with one color. And so, you think about really good word mark logos, they do something to customize the actual text, the actual font. It's tweaked and changed to, so let me just bring up Google, and I'm not recording on the full screen here. Maybe I'll just shrink down my browser. Oh, that made it bigger. So let me shrink down the browser on that side. Let me do it on the other corner here. All right, so now we'll just search for word mark logo. Just do word mark logos. Come here to, so this obviously could be designed in one color, but the addition of color later is kind of important, the way that they've made the differentiation. It would be harder to read if it were in one color. But okay, here's a logo that stood the test of times, or Subway. Subway could be designed in black or white, and then they've just added color, right? It could be green and white, but then they've added in, filled it in with yellow. But yellow, isn't, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying here. These right here, they've chosen to put these letters in one color, these letters in the other color. They've put that arrow in there, used a font that included an arrow. But everything it could originally be designed in one color. The only thing that would be harder to see when it's in one color is this dividing line right here. So they probably planned that in advance. I'm just looking for if any of these logos, all of them would be easy to embroider. Even if you take Google, you'd have to do this letter in blue, this letter in red, this letter in yellow, green or blue, green, and red. But comparing that to, you wouldn't be able to embroider this. It's like, how do you embroider the gray first and then over the top of it the black or the blue or whatever color we end up choosing? Trying to think. Let me put word mark, or it would be a combination logo, but I'll just put a compass. Oh, there's two S's in compass, isn't there? So with these compass logos, most of them are going to be, I guess I'm not going to finish the sentence because I don't know where I was going with that. I'm just looking for any really good examples. I don't like this example, but they've made the compass kind of symbol be an X, but I don't really like it. Okay, this is an example. They've used different colors, but they wouldn't need to. You could have this be the same. If this is black here, I don't know if that's black or dark brown, but you could make the little pins on the compass black and it would still mostly work. But it doesn't look like it's something in the foreground and the background. It does look like it's all been designed in one unit. Um, you know, they've just really changed the letter A, taken out the crossbar, so it kind of looks like the arrow on a compass. I'm not really finding anything more that I like. All right, let me just come up here and I'll just say, get rid of the word compass and just do word mark logos. Let me keep looking through here to see if I can find. I mean, if we took away see the compass, maybe I'll talk about it this way. The compass, that symbol, is not like new or unique to you, right? There's compasses like that all over, and so many logos have used compasses like that. What we want to do is take this compass design that we've honed in on that we like, kind of the position of it, take this type of font and word, layout that we like, and how can we take those two things and combine them into one? That's the challenge. That if it were me, I would want to tweak it and fine tune it even more so that it becomes one thing, one color. Let's see. Maybe I'll hit pause and come back in a moment. In fact, let me come up here and just see if I type in combination mark. All right, so I mean, right here, this is so basic. All I've done is put a little teeny line like this inside the O for compass. This one, I don't like it. It's a different color, but they've changed the G into a compass, but it's like it's a weird different color, and it's so teeny there. I guess I could click on it to view a larger. And for some reason, this has got a watermark of Shutterstock over the top of it. I mean, even in this one, they've got a text over the top of a compass, but it's all the same color, right? There's not a foreground and a background. It's black on top of white. So this is probably the best example that I found so far where it's all done in just one color or one shade. I'll hit pause and I'll keep looking. All right, I've been digging some more. I haven't really found anything more that's that I'd like to show, but I have an idea. So I'm going to open up. My team creates these logos in Adobe Illustrator and whatnot, but I'm going to open it up in Photoshop because that's what I know. Let me come right back. Okay, so my team has far more skill than I in any of these tools in Photoshop, but let me the purpose of this is not because I'm changing or tweaking your logo, but I'm playing around with it. I'm just looking for the right paint bucket tool. All right. So I'm just going to play around with it to get it all one color. And we'll be able to tweak it from there. So, right off the bat, some of the letters in here get lost, but see how different that looks? Oops. That's not what we wanted. Okay, so there we go. Now it's all black, which that actually turned out a lot better than I originally thought. So now all that needs to happen and is, but with a lot more precision, let me use the pencil tool. I'll switch to white and I'll zoom way in. So if this, see those lines right there on the W? I mean, what if all we did was, perhaps, oops, it was going straight for a little while there, but let me, you know what, instead of doing the pencil tool, let's see, I need to go open up history and go back. I'll just go back to the beginning. What if I do a line tool? All right, I think for just the sake of this video, I am going to stick with the pencil tool, but let me make it a little bit thicker. Let's see, if I go to 3, is that going to be too thick? I'll just do a sample line right here. Oh, that's way too thick. Okay, let me go down to, oh, that was at 6, that's why. Let me just try 2. Okay, 2 is good. All right, so this is obviously not going to be done to the perfection that my team will do it, but so as long as perhaps there's a easier way of doing this. I just had an idea. But anyway, it's looking like it might work. Let me just do a few more of this and then I'll zoom out and kind of see how it looks. Let me try that one more time. So again, this isn't going to be a graphic worth saving, but I'm using it just to see if the ideas that are in my head are even good ideas. Okay, let's do the P here. You're not seeing this last part, but I'll zoom out and I'll show you in just a second. I'll hit pause and I'll come back. Okay, so this is more along the lines that I'm thinking. I mean, obviously I just drew that really quick and so it doesn't look as clean or crisp or smooth. And I didn't do that over here. I just did it really on POWE and really quickly at that. But that's what I'm leaning towards doing, and perhaps it needs to be quite a bit thicker. One thing that I want to clarify so that you'll have better success is I'm here for the ideas. I'm here for running those ideas and providing coaching and feedback, and I'll be open and I'll share my ideas with you. But this video isn't going to my team. This video is coming just to you. And if you like it, you can then share it with my team and say, really pay attention to what he says between minutes 5 and 6, because that's what I want you to do here. Or you can bring up my video and say, this is something that Nate kind of created. Wondered if you could enhance that a little bit more. And it's fully within your right to say, you know what, I like it the way it is. I want the gray background. I don't want to do it all in one color. Feel free to reject what I'm recommending here. And I still don't think it's perfect. just looking at it this way, I'd want to try it a few different ways, but we're getting there. And all I've done, I mean, I haven't done anything to modify the text. Um, in that some of the examples I showed, they actually modified one of the letters to B, whereas this is still the word Joe Powers over the top of a symbol. And so we could do more and just play around with it a little bit more and suggest, okay, maybe we don't put a white line on certain parts because we want it to be a part of the letter. Anyway, there's just some playing around here that we can do that I think will make it even better.